Alright everybody, ran out of storage, had to do some housekeeping on the phone, but where we left off, we just hit the 9 and the 10, those are gone. We're at 28.17, $1 up there, 29.17. We'll call this part 2, we'll end that other one as part 1, but not too much has happened other than just a few hits. I've had to reset the numbers after clearing 3 of them, so I think we gained 3 or 4 units in the time that I was deleting some old videos. But yeah, I gotta get a new phone. I don't have enough storage on this one apparently. Even when I delete videos, some reason I don't get the storage back. So alright, we're at 3 units, so we're gonna reset. Let's see, in 2802. Alright, 2802 up top. We have 150 on the numbers. We started with 20. Alright, we're going to remove that. Let that go. And then too, you don't have to let all the numbers clear. I mean, after 1, you can replace them. You can do whatever you want. Pretty much just fool around with it and whatever works for you. Your style of play, the amount of money that you like to, the swings you like to take, or the amount of money you like to buy in for. Just make some adjustments based on all those factors and you should stay in control. And then another way to look at it too, if you wanted to do this, if you hit the 4 or the 10, because they pay out almost 2 to 1 on your bets, you can remove one of the middle ones, or you can remove, the ones that are existing on the 5 and the 9. But you can always account for them in the way that they're per the amount of units that you win, rather than the actual hit rate on the number, if that makes sense. All right, so we hit the 8. We're gonna take that down. Look at this roll. A presser's dream. All right, we got a 5, which I think we already cleared. Yeah, so that's a miss. But this is kind of a grindy system. I mean, like I said, you're trying to pick up a unit every roll essentially, so you can pretty much multiply the amount of rolls you get times the units that you're going for, and that should be around your expectation for the amount of units that you should make at the end of your session. Five keeps showing up when we're not on it. Looks like the 5 is hitting way above expectation compared to everything else. All right, we love that. And now, because we started a new roll, we have 3 units left. I'm gonna make an adjustment and I'm gonna restart all over again. All right, there we go. So we're at 29.14, 150 on the numbers. We started at 20. Let's see if we can keep this going. I think for the sake of this video, we'll just try to double up. We won't go too far, but I mean, you can keep pushing and pushing and pushing if you want, and playing and playing and playing, but it's a grinder system, so you're not going to get too much excitement other than when you go deep, and then you're not going to win a significant sum of money. You're going to win, an amount that you can project before you start playing based on the amount of rolls you want to do. So if you have a certain amount of time and you only want to play, 30 rolls or so, you can calculate, your base bet amount times the 30 rolls, and you should hope to win a unit per every roll. All right, 30.28 up top, $1 on the numbers. Once we get one more hit, we're gonna remove them. At the point that we're up, there's no need to go deep at all. If you start going deep and you miss numbers, you realize that if you would have played them all, you could have mitigated some of that risk by spreading out your units. And I think I demonstrated this before, but after a losing round and you double these, if you want action on all the numbers again rather than waiting for them to hit and clear, all you do is, buy with a single unit, and then when these go up to $1, you're going to put those up to 50 cents, if necessary. Love it. Alright, so now that we have that, we're at 31.25. There's no need to, you know, play half the numbers and potentially miss and then have to go on a reach deep in order to martingale and recover those units. So we're just going to mitigate the risk and restart over. It never hurts to restart. You can restart when you're losing too. Don't be afraid to do that. If you go too deep and you're not comfortable, just restart your progression. You'll get your units back that way. But you never want to wipe out your bankroll. Alright, so we hit the 8. We're going to drop that. You know, the whole point of me doing this video series is I try to think outside the box and play unconventionally, so maybe you can pick up on something that's helpful to your game. Maybe you can just think I'm an idiot and I should play the way that you play, but whatever you think, maybe you can learn something, maybe you get entertained. Hopefully I provide value to you some way. 30.89. A lot of times when I try different strategies, I research them on the internet after, and I couldn't find anything on martingaling just the numbers, so I found that interesting, that basically it's almost like a roulette concept taken over to craps. I could be wrong though, it may be a known system and there could be a name for it, so if you do know, let me know in the comments. Alright, so we got our 3, we're going to restart. Oh, replace that. Here we go, 30.87, 150 at the top, started with 20. Alright, love it. So that comes down. Now we're playing those 5 numbers. And if this isn't making sense, or you know you haven't gotten it yet, all we're doing is when the hit happens, it's coming down. You're securing the units. When we miss on these, we're gonna double, or when the 7 shows up, we're gonna double on the next round. And I'm going to show you right now what I mean by that. Alright, so we're going to recover all the previous units. Once again, if it hits on the 4, 5, the 9, these pay more than 1 to 1, so you get back a little bonus for going deep. Alright. And once again, if you want to keep winning every round, you would go like that. Resetting the progression. Alright. We're going to get to go deep here. Let's turn those on. Alright. So this is the 3rd step of the martingale. $26.32. 4 on there. And once again, we're still up, so we don't even really have to go this deep, but we're going to try to get 1 hit and be done. Hopefully on the 4, 5, or 6. And then we'll reset. But this is a good example of, you know, we could go deep, we could go to $2 units. Alright. So we got our 1 more hit. We're going to clear it down. No need to risk anything that we don't need to. So that's $29.98, 150 on the numbers. We're in for 20, up roughly $12, $11.50. Another hit. So by resetting, we're able to get an extra unit, because if we didn't reset and we stuck with our progression and let the bet come down, we wouldn't have gotten that one. So by resetting, you increase your hit rate. Ooh, we love it. Love it. But yeah, pretty simple system, pretty mindless. Just got to pay attention to your losses and double when you need to, and pay attention to when you want to reset. But you're pretty much on cruise control. Not too much thinking necessary. All right, another hit. Nope, we forgot to take the 4 down on the last one. Let's do that. Let's stay consistent, or try to. All right, $31.54. $1. Ooh, what a dirty roll. Alright, so because that, we're gonna double. One more hit and we're gonna be done this round. If we miss, or the Reaper shows, we're gonna go to $1 on each of those, hoping for a hit, and then we'll reset. I had a feeling. There we go. So we're at dollar units, 4 numbers, $4 on the numbers total, $25.54, leaving us $5.54 in profit in the bank. All right, there we go. So now, if we pull our bets down, you'll see we're still below where we were, but now what I'm going to do to show you guys, we're going to reset the units that are missing. So we're going to reset the units that are missing, the void, and we're going to keep the progression on the ones that haven't hit. Once one of these bigger ones hits, we're going to restart those all. But for now, we're going to try to get us up to $40 the fastest way possible using this system without increasing the variance too much. I don't want to make these videos too long, but I want to show you that you can get to your target, and you can control your variance and your hit rate and all that. So, all right, pull that one down. 27.78, 350. Yeah, a 5 or a 10, that's what we're looking for. We'll take the 8, but 5 or a 10 is going to save us, and we'll reset everything. Alright, we'll take the 8, and let's see where we're at. Always be conscious of where you're at. 32.44, so that's going to be a new high, so we're going to reset all the way over. $30.94 up top, 150 on the numbers. We're trying to get to 40 using the Martingale system on single numbers. Now the other way you can Martingale too is you can play all the numbers, and then every time a 7 comes, you increase all the numbers by double. And you increase them by 5 times. So whatever's out there, you would increase them by the amount of units that you're betting. So if you have 6 units, you would need to increase each one by 6. If you had 5 units, you would increase each one by 5. So on and so forth. But all right, we're gonna call that part 2. We're gonna re-put those up, come back for part 3.